Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mama Beach and I'm here today to do a comparison video, and this is actually a requested video. I recently did kind of a battle of the totes on my channel because I have a lot of different tote styles, and someone commented that they know I also love hobos and they would love for me to do a similar video about all the hobos in my collection. So that is what I've put together, and it's actually going to be two parts because I have so many and I want to be able to talk about them and the pros and cons in detail. So this first video is just part one, and it is the ones that I kind of have labeled as the lower end choices. So if you're on a little bit of a budget and you're looking for something that's on the more affordable side, this is the video for that. If you're looking for like a more high-end hobo bag, check out part two, which I will be posting in a few days after I edit it. And I just want to get the elephant out of the room right at the start of this video. For those viewers that have been watching me for a really long time, know that I just chopped off about 12 inches of hair, and I know some of you are going to be horrified because the #1 comment I get on my channel is how beautiful my long hair is, but I like to cut it off and donate it every 3 to 4 years. So I just did my big donation and it will be growing out over the next few years, so do not fret, it will be back. All right, let's get started in this video. The first bag that I want to show you is my Dooney and Burke Samba satchel, and this was called the mini Samba, but really it's a hobo bag. It's not a satchel. I would not classify it as a satchel. It has only one strap, and I just want to also put out here the definition of what I'm classifying as a hobo, which is a bag that has only one strap, and it's usually like a wider width strap. So that's kind of what I'm following in this video as a hobo style. So this bag came out probably 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. They sold like hotcakes. They were extremely popular because they had these beautiful color options. The leather is treated, so it's super user-friendly. You don't have to worry about it in the elements. And so they sold out really fast and they became rare almost instantly. This is one of the most rare colors, which is turquoise. You can't find it anywhere, and it's the only Samba I had left. I used to have like 20 of them. I collected all the colors for a while. And if you ever run across one of these, they have a lot of other similar styles to this. So this is the Samba, but they have mini bags like this. I don't know if they call them satchels or if they don't call them hobos, but that's exactly what they are. But they have it in other leathers that are more readily available. They have it in all-weather leather. I think they have it in peppled leather. So if you like this style, you can go find it in a different leather for a more affordable price, and it functions exactly the same. So you can see here it has one strap that is somewhat adjustable. They give you 3 holes here so you can play with the length. I believe I have it on the longest setting. So this is as much drop as you get, but it's actually pretty decent for a smaller size bag. It's about 9 inches, which is the lowest I think is passable for a shoulder drop. It just has one zipper here, and the opening is pretty small. So if you're somebody who's really annoyed by small openings because you can't see inside, I would skip this style just because of how the opening is small, and also because of how it flops over. It can be a little fussy in terms of seeing in there and seeing your stuff easily. The design of the bag is pretty simple. It just has a placard here that says Dooney and Burke. It does have 4 metal feet on the bottom. It has side tassel detail here, which you guys know is like a signature of Dooney and Burke satchels. They always put the tassels on the sides. And then the back is left plain. The interior is just red fabric. Once you get past this leather here, it's just red fabric. Has their usual Dooney and Burke setup. It has a couple of slip pockets on one side. It has a zip pocket and a slip pocket on the other side. Why do I like this bag? Well, it is relatively lightweight for being an all-weather bag. It is a nice compact size, so this is maybe not an everyday bag for a lot of people. It is for me because I don't carry much, and I find just being able to throw stuff in here and just hang it up on my shoulders super easy. It's small, it's lightweight, it carries exactly what I need. You know, I like these style bags. For other people, I think the size would be kind of prohibitive and wouldn't work. So just keep that in mind when considering this style. Okay, the next one I want to cover here is actually the next two are gonna be from Coach. So this is one of my favorites. It is the Charlie bucket bag. And I love it so much, I have it in two colors. This is the dark turquoise. It's a really pretty dark turquoise color, and it has the dark gunmetal hardware on it. The one I like even better than this though is my Beechwood. And my Beechwood has the bright brass, shiny brass hardware on it, which I love. It's my favorite hardware from Coach, and I just love it against this color. It's such a pretty nude color. It's really neutral. So what are the features of this bag? Pretty lightweight. It is another all leather bag. It's very lightweight, very durable. This is a pebbled leather that's actually a pretty smooth pebble. So you don't have a lot of texture going on, which is nice, and it still has that durability that comes with pebbled leather. No feet on the bottom, just plain flat bottom, and then you have this turn lock detail that is on both sides of the bag. The strap is one of my favorites. It has a nice long drop. I would say that's about 10 or 11 inches, and it's just attached simply with two rings. This bag has an additional really cool feature, which is it comes with a crossbody strap. So you can use it as a crossbody. I'm not a big fan of using it as a crossbody. I just think it's kind of big and clunky to use that way, but at least they give you the option, right? And if you're somebody who likes larger size crossbodies, this is a great double duty bag for you. The inside is this lovely honey brown color, and it is a cross grain leather, so also super durable. I believe it's just the outside leather. They finished the inside of the bag as well, so there's no like worry about spills or anything. Anything would wipe out of here very, very easily. It's super durable, and there's really not a lot of organization going on. So you just have a big old spot for your stuff here, and over here you have one tiny slip pocket that's semi not functional because this leather is so structured. It's impossible to really get anything wider than like a couple credit cards in there. This I think would work great with an organizer, and the one that I would purchase for it would be the one that is made for the Louis Vuitton Neo Noe. This is basically the exact same style as the Neo Noe, except you're getting it in all leather instead of canvas, and you're getting it at a fraction of the cost. And if you bought the organizers that are made for that bag, I guarantee you they would fit in here and they would make this bag like really, really functional. Because it is such a more of a taller style, you do have to stack your stuff in it a little bit and sort through it. So if you had an organizer in the bottom to put stuff in and then just throw easy grab and go stuff on top of that, I think that would be the best way to organize this. But like I said, one of my favorite bags. It's really classic in terms of the shape, in terms of the styling. You can add charms, you can add bling, you can add anything to this bag. Not a handkerchief, a scarf, anything like that that would help jazz it up, and it really is like a blank canvas. So I really enjoy it. Okay, the next Coach style I want to talk about is the duffel. This is the only duffel I have right now, and actually it's an extremely expensive one, so it should be in the next video, but I'm including it here because it's an example of a Coach duffel, which is an extremely popular hobo style that Coach makes in tons of different leathers and colors. You can see the retail price on this one is over $1,000. That's because it is all woven leather, and it was part of a limited edition collection they did in conjunction with one of those big concerts. I don't remember which one, but it's called the Dreamweaver collection. So every other duffel is going to look and function just the same as this, although most of them are just plain pebbled leather or smooth leather. And you can see it has a nice slouch to it, which I really enjoy because you can get a huge strap drop here, which is awesome. Most of them have a round bottom. So you get a round bottom here just with like, I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. It's basically a sack, right? It's a sack style hobo. The cool thing about duffels from Coach though is the strap. The strap you can see here is actually doubled on this one. So you can double it and you can have a one strap hobo. You can continue to adjust this further because there is so many holes on both sides, right? So you can play with this, you can adjust it however you want, and it just attaches with buckles here. And the additional cool feature is because of how the strap is designed, you can not double it, right? And so you can make it a very long drop. You can use it as a crossbody. And I find that duffels, especially these bigger size ones, once again, are pretty awkward crossbody because there's so much bulk there. I feel like you're gonna be running into things in the grocery store and knocking cans off the shelves. But if you get a smaller version of this, which I believe they call the Duffel 20, it really works well as both a hobo and a crossbody. That being said, some people really like big crossbodies, and especially with the kind of bohemian vibe that this one has, it does look pretty good crossbody. I just don't know if it's that practical as a crossbody. The interior of these duffels are usually fabric that match in some way, shape, or form the outside of the bag. They have 2 slip pockets on one side, a zip pocket on the other side. Once again, with most hobos, you're not getting a whole lot of organization inside. That's just how they roll. They're more of just like a black hole for your stuff. So once again, I might pick up an organizer for this style if you're somebody that gets annoyed with having to reach around in your bag and try to find things. Let's see, last but not least, my still favorite hobo of all time, maybe. I have some good ones. I'm looking at the pile over there. I have some good ones coming up in the next video that I also really, really like, but this is still my favorite, and it's in this video, which means the price point is less, and so that says something, doesn't it? It is my Brighton Jake Hobo. This is the full-size Jake bag. They have one that's called a baby Jake, which is a smaller version of this, kind of like they have the Duffel 20 of this. So that one really works well as a crossbody. This is a true hobo style. You can see it's very similar to the design of the Coach Duffel. It has the rounded bottom with no feet, kind of has that whole sack vibe going on. The cool thing about this bag, I think, are the small details, and that's why I keep coming back to it. So it has this braided trim detail here, which is so subtle but beautiful. It has all of these tiny studs, and then even the stitching is beautiful to look at. The way that they've done the stitching, it has just a slight little bit of contrast to it. The sides, you can see you have the studs that go all the way around, but there's no braided trim on the back. The cool thing about this bag is the hidden pocket. There's a hidden outside pocket sewn into the side of the bag here, and it goes all the way across the bag. So it's really, oh, I did this wrong way. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. It goes all the way across. So you can fit a pretty big size smartphone in there, which is great for easy access. And it is the only, hold on, let me look at the next video. Bags. I think it's the only hobo I have that actually has a functional outside pocket. The only one, which I think is really cool. The strap on this bag is pretty simple, but it is a great width for staying on the shoulder. It's not too wide, carries the weight of the bag well. Love the drape of the leather on this bag. Look at this beautiful drape that this leather has. You get a lot of strap drop because of that. And then you have, of course, the signature Brighton heart charm. And my other most favorite part of this bag, this giant tassel. This tassel, it just makes me so happy. I wish I could take it off and put it on all of my other bags, but it is attached to the zipper pull. It is just a beautiful, really dramatic tassel with, of course, you know, Brighton is known for their kind of filigree designs that they put on their metal pieces and their jewelry. The zipper is like butter, people. And the inside is a fun coordinating polka dot inside, and it has 2 zip pockets, which is nice, a couple slip pockets, and a tiny little key keeper here. So I don't know, just something about this bag. I keep going back to it. It's incredibly neutral, but it still has interest to it. It's really functional. I just love it. And because it is this pebbled leather, it is so durable. I can take it in the rain, I can take it in the snow, I can take it anywhere. So I think this is still my most favorite hobo style, especially my most favorite from this video. If I had to rank these bags, I would rank my Brighton Jake Hobo #1. I would rank my Coach Charlie Bucket bag #2. Then I would say probably the Coach Duffel, and then the Dooney and Burke mini satchel. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you love hobo bags, I know you did. And if you have a kind of lower end, more cost effective option in your collection that you want to share with us, please write it in the comment section below. Please stay tuned for part 2 of this video to see the higher end options I have in my collection. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will, and you'll join me for my future videos. All right, I'll see you on my next one. Bye.